Hi everyone, welcome to the 5th video in the series on the Araroa trail. So I finished up in Puhoi on the 24th. Now I've got Edwin joining me through Auckland for about 5 days or so. So we're now in Oruarangi, a little bit further down from Puhoi, just to time the tides right. So we're going to walk from here to Stillwater, which is about 16 k's, and then drive back up and do the section from Puhoi around the coast back to here later on when the tide's right. So yeah, probably about 3 hours from here to Stillwater. So we've just arrived at the end of the road in Stillwater, the start of the Auckland bush walkway. So we've done about 15.5 k's, it's just after 11, so it's taken probably just under 3 hours. So from here we're going to get picked up and head back up to Puhoi, where I left off 3 days ago, and do the kayak down to Wenderholm. It's high tide now, so yeah, we'll start that soon. It's 12:30, we've just arrived at Puhoi. The drive was a little bit longer than expected. There was heaps of traffic on the road up here. So we're now about an hour and a half after high tide, just waiting for our kayaks to be delivered, and then we'll start heading down the river to Wenderholm. So we've got about an 8k kayak, about an hour and a half. The river doesn't look all that great, but yeah, hopefully we don't have to walk too much with the tide. It's 3:30, we just finished our kayak down the Puhoi River to Wenderholm Regional Park. So it was about 8 kilometres, got fairly shallow near the end, so we just made the tide right. So from here we're starting walking again. We've got about 9 kilometres from here to Oruarangi around the coast, which we have to time for low tide, so that's in a couple of hours, so we should be fine. We've just arrived in Oruarangi. It's about 6:05 now. Been walking about just over 10 k's from where we ended our kayak at Wenderholm. Did a bit of climbing over the hill and then basically around the coast and around to here. So yeah, climbed about 200 metres in total. Been walking quite a lot today. We've covered about 30 k's in total, including the kayak. The kayak was about 7 k's, so yeah, about 23 k's of walking. So tomorrow we're going to start off at Stillwater and head towards Auckland.
Well, that was painful. See you tomorrow.
Okay, it's just after 5 on Wednesday morning. We're back at Stillwater at the start of the Auckland bush walkway, ready to head off. So we're trying to time the tide, which low tide's at 5:40 AM this morning for the Auckland River, which is about 3.5 k's in from here. So we'll get moving and hopefully hit it just after low tide to cross. So it's about 20 to 7 now. We've just made it across the Auckland River. It was only about mid-thigh high, so not too deep, but it looks like tide's coming in, so it's good we got across. So from here we're entering Long Bay Regional Park, so we've got about 5 kilometres to Long Beach, and then we'll probably walk about 26 k's from here to just after Takapuna somewhere. Okay, it's about 1:45 now. We've just arrived at Narrow Neck Beach down near Takapuna. So you can see Rangitoto Island in the background there. So we've been walking about 8.5 hours and done just over 29 k's. This is where we're going to finish up for the day. Going to get picked up and head back north to stay with family again. Then we'll get dropped off back here tomorrow morning. It's just before 8:30 on Thursday morning now, the 29th of December. We're back here at Narrow Neck Beach where we finished yesterday, just below Takapuna, and we're going to be walking towards Auckland Airport today. So we're going to go down to Devonport, catch the ferry into the city, and then do the coast to coast track and round through Mangere. So yeah, it should be about another 30k day. Stopped for a lunch break near Cornwall Park in Epsom in Auckland. So we've been walking about 12 kilometres so far. It's taken us a few hours, but we had to wait for the ferry at Devonport for a while over to the city. And we've basically just been walking through the middle of Auckland to here. Climbed up Mount Eden, which is a 197 metre summit just before. And now we're about to head over to One Tree Hill and then Onehunga and round to Mangere. Just after 4 o'clock now. I'm just finishing up at the Oruarangi Road car park on the Manukau Harbour. So we've done a 30k day. It's taken about 8.5 hours through the main city centre of Auckland. So we're going to get picked up from here again and go back up to stay with family and get dropped off here tomorrow. And then tomorrow we'll probably head into the Botanic Gardens. We're back at the Oruarangi Road Reserve where we finished off yesterday. So it's Friday now. We've got about a 20 kilometre day to somewhere around the Auckland Botanic Gardens we're going to be finishing. So in a few k's we're going to be passing Auckland Airport and then we'll go through Manukau City and to the gardens. So we've made it to Totara Park where we're finishing off for today. We've done 22 kilometres and it's about 2:15. So yeah, had a pretty easy day compared to the rest of them. Now we're just waiting for the bus heading towards Manurewa back north. We're back at the bus stop at Totara Park now where we finished off yesterday and caught the bus. So from here we've got about a 20-kilometre walk to Ramarama. It's 2 o'clock, we've just arrived at the Ramarama school, so we've been 20 k's from Totara Park this morning, and yeah, so it's taken about 5 hours, and from here I'm going to be staying with a friend tonight, and Edwin's going to be leaving back home, so I'm going to be alone again tomorrow.
Unlucky dude.
But yeah, so thanks Julian for the accommodation, and we'll probably head off to Mercer tomorrow from here. It's New Year's Day now, 2023. I'm back at Ramarama School, ready to head off for a day by myself, 32 kilometres from here to Mercer. So got a bit of road walking into Bombay, then over Mount William, a bit more road walking along State Highway 2, and then onto the Mangatawhiri River track for the rest of the way. Just finished the State Highway 2 road walk, so I've been on this highway probably about 6 kilometres now, done about 20 k's in total. We stopped for a break for lunch here at the start of the Mangatawhiri River track, so I've got about 10.5 kilometres to go to Mercer tonight. I've climbed 616 metres so far, up over Mount William, which was quite a nice view over the Auckland area. So yeah, I'll start heading along the farm towards Mercer. It's 3 o'clock now. I've just arrived in Mercer after 31.5 kilometres today. So yeah, I made fairly good time for that distance. It was a pretty boring walk along the road and then the stock bank and then another road all the way to here. It was fairly easy, which is good. So this is the end of the Auckland region, second region completed, 690 kilometres in from Cape Reinga. I'm going to be staying here in Mercer tonight and having a rest day tomorrow and starting Waikato on the 3rd. Thanks for watching this 5th video in my series on the Araroa Trail. If you'd like to support me, there's a link to buy me a coffee in the description below, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss future parts. See you next time.